Man, get up here in the Zo Loft and get your head right.
Hi there, and welcome to the Zo Loft. Hello, is this AT&T?
For English, press 1. For the Spanish, press the 2. For LGBT, press threesome, 3.
Don't you try to pattern me with your politically correct buttons. We're through.
For LGBT, press 3.
Hello, that's not even a language.
If you're trying to redefine the use of pronouns and creating new compound words in the vein of 1984 Newspeak, it kinda is.
Okay, whatever, I'll press 3 for LGBT. Hello?
Hi, thank you for calling Gay TNT. For silly billing, press 1. For new services, press 2.
Boycott. Boy Scott is on the line satisfying another customer. No, I said boycott. Boycott.
Are you wanting to cancel service?
Yes, that's right. Hey, ho, AT&T has got to...
Bye, Felicia.
Excuse me, hello? I'm not done chanting my boycott at you. Hey, AT&T, that LGBT community that y'all be pandering to is part of that liberal ideology that hates your guts and wants to boycott you. Hey, liberal Democrats, AT&T is one of those companies that you want to punish who contribute to the LGBT community. You know, those people that y'all claim to care so much about. One way or the other, liberals are always trying to get in the way of the trickle-down effect. I mean, it's bad enough that liberals want to get in the way of the trickle-down effect of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, but this is how obsessive liberals are about just jumping right in the way of the trickle-down. Look at that, just all up in the way of the trickle-down. The only reason why it doesn't seem like the trickle-down effect works is because Democrats won't let you believe it works. Even when it's working, Democrats will get in the way of you seeing it work. And they, of course, will also try to get in the way of it working. They are way too covetous to allow people to keep their own money. If they allow and don't get in the way of tax cuts going forward, then the trickle-down effect will work. It'll weaken their ability to act on their covetousness, their envy, and their demand to steal other people's money through taxation. This is proven, man. They don't want people to be able to earn more money. And they don't want more people to have more of their earned money to be charitable with. What they do want is the power trip of forcing people to have to relinquish more of their own money. A company being able to pay its employees $15 an hour wouldn't satisfy liberals. A company that was just able to do that without liberals telling them to do it would be considered evil. Why? Because that company is making too much money if it can comfortably pay its employees that much money. Why? Because that company is making too much money if it can comfortably pay its employees that without having to pass that big burden off to its consumers for its recovery cost. Where it's that nice balance between good pay for the employees and good prices for the consumer. But of course, how dare a company make sure it has the recourse to stay in business? Nope. It has to stretch itself to the verge of bankruptcy to stay in business to satisfy liberals. Liberals want the power trip to make them pay more, not leave them alone to give more. Why? It's a power trip. It's the cheap thrill of making those with more money and more power submit to them. They're poisoned with envy and they hate it that others have what they don't, and they want to force them to have to lose it. How dare an executive make so much money and buy a yacht? Buying a yacht gives other people jobs, by the way. How dare they buy a plane? Buying a plane gives other people jobs, by the way. Or buys 5 cars or buys 5 houses. Everything I just mentioned employs people and helps to keep people employed. Really though, man, these people claim to be progressive, but they're quite deceived. What is progressive about being dependent on the state? These people want to force money away from earners and job creators to make people wards of the state. What the goat sausage is progressive about that? Education should be free. No, it shouldn't. Why? Because it's valuable. Things of value have a price. And you liberals march around with your little fist in the air claiming to be all about the struggle. Well, then you should be happy to struggle for your education. Because the struggle makes you stronger, right? Well, then that means your education will be stronger if you actually have to work for it. See how deep in contradiction y'all are with your worldview? You're blind with hate, envy, entitlement, and prejudice, and other icky stuff. I kind of don't care if liberals boycott AT&T because AT&T panders to this kind of thinking. I don't want to see a company that provides a good product or service that its employees suffer. But they support and pander to people and ideals that are a suffering pain in the butt of America as it is.
For Klingon, press 4.